Welcome to my very first sketchbook session. My name's Kat. My friends don't call me anything because I have none. Anyway, I have idea in my head for a really long time. I call it the utterly unnecessary guide to animals, which is really difficult name for me. And I thought it's something I'm gonna do. It takes some time. And maybe just push the record button is something easy, but it's a big fat lie. It's not easy. It's gonna be really difficult for me. But if I get somebody to watch it, I think it could be fun and enjoyable trip. So if you want to join me, I would be really happy. Anyway, how this idea was born, well, I don't know, but yeah, when I was little, I had this hobby. I loved anything about animals, any fun facts, any interesting facts, just any facts about animals. I was collecting magazines with images and those facts, cut those and put it in a notebook, which was kind of scrapbooking, I guess. Yeah, and I loved those facts, so I was thinking, what if I do completely useless book, which will be filled with random animals drawn by me, like silly, crazy, weird animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more, and filled with just 1 or 2, maybe 3 fun facts you might not know. And yeah, that's the whole idea. Sorry, maybe you were waiting something more interesting, but no, I'm just boring. But I think it could be fun. I don't know, I'm looking forward. Yeah, you might notice that I'm using ballpoint pen, which is something I shouldn't be using, especially for projects I really want to finish. But it's a tool I always have with me. I kinda learned how to use it, kinda. I'm self-taught, so it's really kinda. And what I like on ballpoint pens is that you are basically layering I know there's thousands and thousands of animal species, and my lifetime is kind of limited. Nobody knows how much, but it is. So if I want to draw every animal species, it's impossible. So I just decided to pick some completely randomly and and draw those. So today I chose octopus because I think they are quite interesting and super natural, because they have, if I recall correctly, 3 hearts. They've got brain, which is doughnut-shaped. I don't know, something that caught my eye. But what is interesting really, their legs, each of them have kinda have own nerve system. So they can quite work and do stuff on their own, which I find pretty interesting, because I have just 4 limbs, 1 brain, and I struggle sometimes managing them. So I can't imagine I had 8 of them, and every of them do what they want. Crazy. Also, octopuses, octopi, I don't know how is it plural, but I will say it wrong like a million times, I guess. Sorry. They are super intelligent. They are so intelligent that they get bored quite easily. And when they are bored, they just do random annoying stuff, like they squirt the water on the lights, so they're kinda destroying them. They can attack their keeper, just, you know, they're bored. That's why people are giving them those mazes and stuff. It's kind of like humans, right? I mean, there's a study, I don't know when and where and who did it, but somebody did it. And it was about people locked in a room with a button in the middle, and this button shocked them. And those people, after some time, when they are really, really bored, they, guess what? They push it again. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Anyway, they did it. I'm not used to draw like that. I mean, I'm used to move a lot, so it's quite difficult because nobody would like to watch, you know, this. But oh, my back hurts so bad. Anyway, I am really really enjoying this, and I hope you will too, even though nobody's watching. But if you do, there's a little chance you do. Just the idea makes me so happy, because, you know, I have no friends. No, just kidding. I love to draw. I love to create those silly little creatures, and not always I draw animals. I more likely draw like shadow monsters. I call it shadow monsters. So they're completely imaginative. Is it a word? I don't know. But completely out of my mind. And I don't draw. It's not my work. That's what I want to say. It's not my full time. I do have a job, 9 to 5. This is something I do in my free time. I used to be a tattoo artist. That's how those creatures were born, basically. And I guess making videos like this is something I can share again with you. And it's all I want. I just, you know, I want to create and have a chance to show somebody, like, hey, I did this. Nice, right? And yeah, that's quite my goal with YouTube and stuff. I just want to document what I do and how I do, and I don't know if why I do, but I hope it finds the right people, it makes them happy. That's all I want. Those creatures make somebody smile. That's really all I want. So hopefully the algorithm will help for once. I'm not pretty sure if I'm gonna finish, do finished polished version of these in the sketchbook. But it's not sketchbook, it's just a list of paper. Because I will need to eventually get it in Procreate in my iPad and give it like the text side, which will have a name. I'm not going with a Latin name because I'm scared if I pronounce it wrong I will summon some demons, so no Latin name. Also, as I said, I'm not gonna draw every effing animal species, so it doesn't make sense to give the Latin name, because I will have to draw all of them, so it will be just octopus. That's it. And underneath those funny, interesting facts, which I find. But on the other hand, I really would like to have it as analog as possible. Like, I don't want to redraw it digitally, because I really love the messiness of ballpoint pen. It's something you can't reproduce, even though I have those brushes that are supposed to be supposed to be ballpoint pen, but it's not. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's quite close, but no. Anyway. Shading will take me quite a lot of time, so I'm not entirely sure that you would like to watch it, the full thing. And also I'm not sure if I will be able to sit for so long time at one place and also have to go to work. Yeah. I am lost with the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need 3 more. And I think I wanted to do it like this, I guess. I'm a little bit lost. I like to fold them, because why not? I won't be sure, but yeah. I really like ballpoint pens because it's a tool I always have with me, as I am journaling a lot. Where's my journal? This is my journal. It's tiny. There's my sketchbook also, and yeah, there's the pen. That's always with me. So it never happens that how to say it? How to put it? I never get to the point where it creates friction, meaning it's not like I don't want to draw just because I don't have to, just because I don't want to put all my stuff out, like, you know, painting. It's something I couldn't just do. And I also don't know how to paint. That's the other thing. But you have to have like a ton of things for me. It's more than one. It's just more than one, and that's the end of the game for me. The pen is always with you. It's easy to use. There's nothing you need, and sometimes you need a piece of paper, extra one, because some inks are a little bit more liquidy, and they do these ink poops. I don't know how to call it, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Also, I learned how to smudge, so then the lines, not lines, I don't use it for lines, but for shading, it looks more nature, like, see, before it dries out you can smudge it a little bit, so it's not that harsh. But I like structure. I like when it's not smooth and when it's not pretty and clean, and I don't care. I like it this way. Also, those lines are how to put it. It's really difficult to explain my thoughts. They are really messy. But those lines are like a border, because I will shade around them, meaning I will put a shade to it. It doesn't work now, like, why? Like that. So I will fill them later, a little bit more. And it gives a dimension and structure and anything I want. How many legs do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Legs done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. Nice. Oh. I also want to give it an background, which I'm not decided how to do it, meaning if it's if it's filled with ballpoint pen or maybe watercolor, I don't know. I know I just want to give it like a little white space, and I think I will do it with ballpoint pen, but not off camera, because it will take so much time and it will be so boring. I don't know, maybe I will do it on camera. I'm not completely sure. And I'm sorry that I'm shading. You can't see anything, I guess, but there's a window. I can't do anything about it. I put a light on the other side, but I guess it's not so strong as I would like it to be. Bum, 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 bum. I normally like to shade really lightly, like it almost had no structure, but sometimes I just get to it and I enjoy every little line, because why not? Life is messy. Life is so messy. Oh, and I want to put spots on them. On the eyes. I would like to call it the correct way, but I don't know how to pronounce the tentacles, tangled legs, I don't know. I promise I will work on my English. Somehow. Maybe through those videos. Yeah. I can't promise things I shouldn't. Sorry. think I wanted to go this way, but shit happens. Remember how I told you with ballpoint pen you sometimes need extra piece of paper to wipe out the excess ink? I use my finger. It's not ideal, I don't recommend it. But I do. My skin is dry, so why not? I don't care. I don't care about anything. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. That's what I said. It will be so annoying for you. But I'm too tired to move anymore. And I want to do this one quite clean. Because you might notice that every single one of the legs is filled a little bit differently, and you might not believe it, but I did it on purpose because I wanted to emphasize kinda that they are on their own. Every single one has its brain. It's not brain, but kind of brain. So why not to draw differently? Why not? Tell me, why not? It's an annoying sound, right? Why not? Well, yeah. Here we go. What I need is to finish the hat and then polish some of the things, decide what to do with the background, because I really would love to fill it with ballpoint pen, but it would take so much time. So I'm not sure if I want to do it on camera, off camera. Maybe next time I will switch to colored pens, because it's so time consuming, this one. Don't get me wrong, I love ballpoint pens. How many times will I have to say ballpoint pens? But yeah, if you want a polished version of drawing with ballpoint pen, it takes time, and I have really thin pen, so making spots like this, like full color, it takes so much time. So much time, even though I love it. But as I said earlier, I don't have thick one from the same brand. I don't think even they do thick. I'm not sure. But I don't want to risk that when I use another brand, it will be colored a little bit differently. What I like on Parker inks is when they dry, and I might say it already, I'm not sure, I'm sorry if I say something again and again. When they dry, they are kind of grey-ish. What I really like on this pen, that's why I decided to go with this one. But other brands, they are kind of purple, and I don't like that. And I hate the idea of using them together, to be honest. Like, have purple background and greyish drawing. No. So I guess I will die with old age and rather fill it with this thin one, which will not be nice. I don't know. I don't know. I might do it in post or watercolors, which I don't like. But it seems like, give me a sec, I think I had a sketch that the background made in watercolor, but see how it's kind of grayish-ish? This is fresh, it's still blue. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what, ouch, I don't know what to do with the background. It sucks. It sucks really bad. Oh, my voice is leaving. I'll keep it. I'll keep it as it is. If I change my mind in the future, I would really love to have the full, like, rectangle behind it, the same color with the blue, grayish when it dries, with the blue. Just leave little, you know, space white, so it's not like just blue blob, grayish blob. But now I keep the door open and decide later, because sometimes it's good to think a little bit more about stuff, sleep on it, and it's better than make a decision which you could regret later, because, you know, if I fill it now with this pen, I have to do it with every other drawing, and that's something that I would hate myself for it. So yeah, let's keep it simple, decide later. Now I just want to what my pen. It's a little bit round structure on the tentacles. It's just completely wrong what I said now, but on the legs, because they're round. And I guess we are almost done. It's sometimes almost invisible, those little strokes, but in the end they make big difference, because they kind of merge, they sit together. Yeah. Now I'm just kind of polishing what I missed. And yeah. I might come back to this a little bit later. That's something I do with drawings, that I finish and then I come back and finish it again. Which is kinda cheating, because I'm not gonna record it, but it is how I work. So I'm sorry about that. I know my eyes are getting tired and I don't want to rush anything. And when I'm nice and relaxed and full of energy again, I could come back, clean it a little bit more. A little bit more. But I promise next time I will show you what I finished, and I bet it won't be even much noticeable. So just for good feeling. I don't know. It makes me sleep better. Yeah. Don't get in. I'm just making it worse. With fresh eyes, I will just fix some lines, maybe some shading. Add a little bit somewhere, like polish the shading in the legs, like polish shading in the legs. Maybe I will decide what to do with the background. I don't know, if you have better idea, I need to watch it, that's important. If you watch it, I have better idea what to do with the background. As I said, I would like to fill the rectangle behind it, so it kind of pops and divide from the text side. Leave me a comment. I will be super happy for any idea you could help me. And yeah, that's it. I will write what's today? Today is 6th of August 2026. This is the first animal to hour, the utterly unnecessary guide to animals. This is the first one we started on this date. And yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. Just subscribe or like or something, comment. It makes me really happy. If you write me something, I will write you back, I promise. And see you next time with another animal, which I don't know yet what it is gonna be, but it will be something for sure. So yeah, see you, bye bye.